today we are going to build an AI Zoom meeting assistant. This assistant it basically get the meeting from the Zoom, and then it will get the transcript, convert it into a summary, and send it to host so that they can analyze the summary. It also create a task in ClickUp or some other platform, and also create an event in the calendar so that we can take a follow-up call. So if I show you step by step, in the first node, first we are getting all the meeting from the Zoom, but instead of Zoom, we are using Fathom. Fathom record the meeting from the Zoom, and then we use API. So we are using meeting API. So if I show you, if you go to Fathom API docs, you can go to meetings, and in the meetings you can just copy the URL and then paste it in a HTTP node so that you can get all the meetings. So if I execute this step, you can see we have all the meetings. Now we need to only keep the meetings which is not older than 1 day. But before that, we are uh, we are splitting out so that we can convert into an array. So after that, it will be become one item. So now we have three items. Now in the next node, we need to check if it's not older than 1 day. And for this, we are taking the created at date from the previous node, and it should be is after or equal to after now plus minus 24 hours, so it become previous 1 day. And when you execute it, you can see we have no record because it's older, and it's on fourth month and on sixth date. So we don't have a recent recording, that's why we are now is using before or equal to. And when I execute it, so we have all the recordings. And then the next thing, we need to get the transcript, but in the Fathom we also get a summary. You can also use summary API so that it give us summary back. So we are using as a summary API, and just need to give recording ID, which you can see we have here. Now we need to give it an API ID. So when you execute it, you get all the summary from three items. Now, if you see, it's not in the clean format, and we need to clean it. So for this, we are using loop so that one item at a time is processed. So okay, if I go here, so the next is we need to get this summary, and we also need a next meeting date so that we can create a follow-up call. And for this, we are giving is a meeting date which is from previous node, this one. So and we also saying that give me back to the summary. But in the meeting date, we need, let's say we want to call back after 3 days. That's why we are saying give the next date for the call back after 3 days. So it provide us a summary. In that, we need to define the name, which is summary, and some description. And the next is date and time, and we need also meeting titles. So it will extract all the information from this summary, which we get from Fathom. So once it execute, okay, now we have details. The next step, first we can pin it so that we don't have to run it again. So the next thing is to create a to create a task. Uh, to create a task, which you're giving is in the tool section. So in the create task, you can see we have workflow. So this workflow is basically this one, which will be on the other workflow. So when this create task execute, this workflow will run, and then it will give all the meeting details, and then it will create a task in the ClickUp. But we are not doing it, and we are only create an event in the calendar for the follow-up task. So, and at the tool, you need to give it a Google Calendar link, and you need to use uh, automatically used by the model so that it will use start and end date. And the next, we are also sending a message to the host so that it can see the summary and analyze the meeting. They can revise your meeting, and just put the summary here and the title, meeting title. And if I show you in the create task, so you can see we have a prompt which we are giving a date and the follow-up meeting start time. So the previous, we are getting this date which is already the next follow-up date. So we are saying that this will the start date, time, and we are adding 1 hour so that this will end time, so it can use in the Google tool. And we are some providing information that you're a meeting assistant. You need to process information and to schedule a follow-up meeting. So, and in the input, we are giving a meeting title, and transcripts. So once you execute, also execute. Once it's complete, this node will execute, and it will also send an email. So let's complete it first. Okay, as you can see, the follow call is created in the calendar, and this is a date and time, start and end time. Then we have other information. And if I show you, so if you execute this one, it will send us the email. So there's some problem. Okay, now it's send it the summary of the meeting, and we get it. So this is a workflow. It's basically very useful if you have many Zoom meetings and you need a summary, and also need to create a task on the calendar so that you can take a follow-up call. You can also create a task in ClickUp or other platform. So I hope you find it useful. Thank you.